Modern day is a lot softer, but in the old days, if you said a thing like that, that was punishable by death. I'm not threatening them, but I think they're in serious trouble. I would say they're in serious trouble. I'm not threatening death, but I think they're in serious trouble. In the old days, it was death.
And joining us now to discuss is one of those Democrats who is now subject to the president's ire, Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander of New Hampshire. She's a key member of the House Armed Services Committee and is a former Navy Reserve intelligence officer. Congresswoman, first of all, thanks so much for your service. Thanks so much for joining us. I want to play what the White House press secretary said just a little while ago about you specifically. Listen to this.
Maggie Goodlander was a naval officer, and notably, she is also the wife of Joe Biden's national security former advisor, Jake Sullivan. And so these members knew what they were doing. That is a very, very dangerous message, and it perhaps is punishable by law.
She was speaking yesterday. What's your response, Congresswoman, to that?
Well, thanks for having me, Wolf. Look, we love this country. We love our Constitution. We believe in it deeply. It is not sedition, it is not a crime to state what the federal law says. And what our law says is something really important for this moment. That our service members, our brave service members who step up to serve our country, they obey only lawful orders. It's a core American principle rooted in our Constitution, and it's essential to our national security and to public safety, because public safety and national security depend upon public trust. So what we've done is to say what the law is, and it's very telling that the president has become so unglued by a simple statement of federal law.
Are you aware, Congresswoman, of any threats to your safety right now since the president's posts about you and these other Democrats yesterday?
Look, when the President of the United States, our Commander-in-Chief, makes threats of violence against me and other members of Congress, that has a real impact. He's the most powerful person in the world. And this is part of a really disturbing trend, Wolf, of political violence in our country. Political violence that should be condemned by everybody. There's no place for it in the United States of America.
Why did you and these other Democrats, Democratic members of Congress, Congresswoman, put out this video in the first place? Is there a specific military order you believe this administration has ordered that is unlawful?
Look, Wolf, our service members need to know in this moment that members of Congress and the country have their back, and we absolutely do. What we've seen, if you look at the record of this president, from his first administration, where I was serving. I served in the Navy under 3 presidents and 6 secretaries of state. What we saw in the summer of 2020 was the president give orders to Secretary of Defense Mark Esper that were unlawful ones, and those were rejected by that Secretary of Defense. The president has talked openly about deploying United States military to American cities. And whenever we're talking about a situation where we've got American troops on American soil taking action against American citizens, it should give everybody pause. So what we are focused on, Wolf, is reaffirming the basic, unobjectionable, and absolutely critical principles that guide our service members, that guide our military, and that are true to who we are as Americans. And that is what we've done here. And I think this is a moment for moral clarity. It's a moment for legal clarity. And it's an important moment for our service members who have been put in a difficult position.